I love Michael, and I admire him. He's the only person I know that writes music that you can dream to and dance to and love to and work out to, and I do all of them to him.
Jane Fonda and Michael Jackson first met in the late 70s. I believe it was at Studio 54. Anyways, they ran in the same circles. This photo shows Mike and Jane with disco band The Village People and Bruce Jenner.
She used to gravitate a little bit to me at parties because she knew that I was not very secure either, and she was fragile, and I was very touched by her. Michael Jackson also, someone who was fragile. You know, both of them had these beyond famous, iconic images, and yet in their innermost selves, they were very, very vulnerable, damaged people. And it was the tension between those two things, perhaps, that made them so brilliant, each in their own way. I mean, Michael, what a genius in terms of music and dancing and moves and the impact that he had on our musical culture. It's just amazing. And yet,
they stayed friends throughout the years. In 1981, Jane was filming on Golden Pond, starring her father Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn.
yet, you know, I lived with him for a week. When I was making on Golden Pond, he came and he wanted to watch my father and Katharine Hepburn work. He was interested in becoming a movie actor, and we would stay up at night talking, and you know, there was this part of him that was like a lost soul, and then there was this other part of him that was a savvy, brilliant businessman and inspired talent. So it was just very attractive to be around people with that kind of those kind of contradictions.
Moody, she was very judgmental. Michael Jackson came and stayed for 10 days on the set, and when I first asked her permission, there was this young singer, a black young singer that I would like to invite. She was not happy. A black kid is gonna, but man, the crew said, you understand this, Jackson. And so she went.
To your house.
She did. We lived together. I went skinny dipping with her.
Wow.
So she had that attitude about allowing a young kid that she'd never heard of. But the moment that she accepted him, he wanted to be a movie star. He had just finished doing The Wiz, and he had a tape recorder with him. And every day I would bring him to the set, and in between scenes, she would sit down in a chair and pull over a chair for him and tell him stories. I wish I knew where those tapes were. And every story embedded a lesson. For example, she talked about Lorette Taylor, probably one of the great actors of all, American actors of all. So she described to Michael seeing this transcendent piece of acting. She then saw her 25 or 30 years later playing the same role. Magic. She said she wasn't hungry. What a great thing to say to a young, rising star like Michael. Don't ever take it for granted.
Michael became good friends with Katharine Hepburn then.
Okay, well, Katharine Hepburn, who is a dear friend of mine, she told me I should, and I'm doing it for her, okay? And the girls in the back.
Skip, many decades later, I'm making and producing on Golden Pond, and Michael Jackson called me and he said, can I come watch Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn? One full moon night, he said, let's go skinny dipping, and so we did. It was really fun.
Michael told me about being on the set of a movie, and one of the leading ladies invited him to a room to watch a movie, and I guess they were saying would be she jumped his bones.
I know some of the stars that Michael had been with. I'll take that to my credit.
Could David and Frank be talking about Jane? When Michael Jackson was to be honored for Thriller, he chose Jane Fonda to present him the trophy. And later Jane did the presentation to the behind the scenes of We Are the World.
I'm very happy. And what's made you happier? Being able to give back, you know, and to help people. Heal the World Foundation, which I formed, which helps children in healing in the world. We're doing Heal LA, which is, we have 3 goals in mind: the immunization of children, mentoring a Big Sister, Big Brother program, and education on drug abuse. And Jimmy Carter has teamed up with us to do Heal Atlanta.
In 1993, former President Jimmy Carter invited Michael Jackson to Atlanta to boost a pediatric immunization initiative. Jane was there with then-husband and CNN founder Ted Turner, and Michael traveled there with Lisa Marie Presley, whom he married a year later.
Michael Jackson is the king of pop.